Hello, hey, what's up, everyone? This is Ethan Zammit here, and I'm about to tell you about my walk-in soul experience. I know I'm coming out a little bit forthright here, but excuse me. So basically, about September the 20th or 22nd, I believe, 2013, I had my walk-in soul experience. But ever since I was a child, I was contemplating life, everything. When I went to church, in the Catholic Church, I would look at the pictures on the wall and be like, "Wow, what is all this? Why, who is this guy? Oh God." We're like, "Yeah, yeah, right on." So, so I kept going on and just thinking about all this shit. So, and my teachers in preschool told me I was an old soul. All right, bullshit, bullshit. Okay, but let's get back to September 20th, 2013. A couple months before this, I've been contemplating life my whole existence. But before this, about 2 months before this, I was really in a bad place in my life, and I was like, where am I going? What is all this? So every time I had a thought, I would think about heaven, hell, earth, aliens, different socioeconomic statuses, different religions, and I would try to commingle all this into one thought. I'd see the person driving by in the BMW, and I'd be like, okay, how is their life better than mine? Oh wait, is it really? They're going to go back to, whatever house they live in because they sit in a domicile, and then what are they going to watch TV, work? It's not really going to be better than my life, so why should I save money? Because I run a little carpet cleaning business. I can make money, and save it. But what's the purpose of that? Money, money, money. Okay, really, it's going to get me things. It's not going to, enlighten me or anything. So that really screwed with my head. So I was looking around, thinking about all these thoughts, and I was trying to be like, what is my existence here on Earth? So a couple weeks before September 22nd, 2013, I called up the local radio station. I was like, hello, my name's Ethan Zammit. I'm a lyricist from Fort Myers Beach, Florida. And, obviously they deterred me away. And they were like, yo, you should talk to call the radio station up for that if you want to sing your songs. So they directed me to the director of programming. And at that time I was like, oh my God, the human mind is programmed. I was like, what the hell? The human mind is programmed? That really screwed with my head. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Okay, so, fast forward. My buddy comes over. He did a carpet cleaning job for me. I give him 30%. And he comes over and he's like, you took the money. And, I started rolling around him like I was the devil. Okay? And I felt like the devil. It was really bad. I felt bad about it, but, he understood because I really felt bad. Like, you went and did this job for me and you think I'm going to take your money? I'm going to give you that 30% of the invoice. But anyways, so he walked out. I ran after him, said, hey, he was with some friends. I'm like, have a nice day. Because I'm not a bad person, and once that money comes in, because sometimes checks take a little bit to come in, I'd give him that money. But anyways, alright, so I guess I'll skip forward. I gave you enough prelude. So here comes the night of September the 22nd, 2013. It might be the 20th or 22nd. I'm not going to, I'm not going to go into details. But so here comes, I go to my P.O. box, and I open oh, here's a check, okay. So here's the check, and it's, I don't know, at the time, my stamper for my invoices, it was at a previous customer's house, so I don't know if he wrote all the information down on the invoice, or he didn't, but anyways, the check was made out, the address of the check, because they had an office space, they had a condo here down on Fort Myers Beach, but they had an office space, up in Michigan where they lived, and it was like 1234 Outer View Drive. It was at least Outer View Drive. I don't know the exact numbers, but whatever. So it was Outer View Drive, and I'm like, oh my God, these people have an outer view on the world. So I'm thinking about this outer view. Okay. Alright, so out of view, and I'm thinking about like UFOs and shit, and just like, well, not even UFOs, just like an astro projection on the Earth. You know, that they know a little more than most human beings, and they're more conscientious of themselves, and they can live within one. Okay, so basically all that bullshit, bullshit. And then I look at the pay to the order of, and it says Ethan's Magic Carpet. And I'm like, holy shit, this is my magic carpet right here. So this $160 check, I go in cash. Go cash his check, pay my buddy more than the 30%. I think I gave him like 60 bucks. Okay, out of the $160 check, gave me 60 bucks. And I'm like, shit, son, I'm going down to the club in Naples to rap. So, I had enough money. I was going down to the club in Naples to rap. And, so I get in my vehicle. And I start heading down to the club in Naples to rap. Now, I know this story is going to get a little fucked up, but oh well. So, obviously, I can't go down to the club in Naples sober, right? So I go down there and I get some, I go to my, I'm driving over there to San Carlos Park Boulevard in 41, or Sanibel Road in 41. So I'm driving over there, and 105.5 comes on. It's like, we got a special performer coming on. He's gonna kill the stage tonight. He's gonna rip it. And I'm like, holy shit, they're talking about me. But really, in all reality, I don't know. Things set up for a reason. So, I don't know about everything. I don't claim to know about everything. I don't want to know about everything because I prayed upon a shooting star at once that I had all the knowledge of the universe. But guess what? If I had all the knowledge of the universe would blank itself out and there would be nothing. So, obviously, I'm going to keep learning this shit forever. So, I'm driving like a bat out of hell over to Sanibel Road in 41. And, of course, the DJ station comes on, 105.5 The Beat, said, we got a special person coming down. He's going to kill the stage. And I'm like, holy shit, they know about me. It's me they're talking about. All right, so, and then it cuts off. And then, the 1-800-ASK Gary or the accident commercials, whatever. And then that cuts on. And I'm like, holy shit, a little synopsis goes in my head. I'm like, I'm not getting a car accident tonight. In all reality, that probably, I guess it happened, but it wouldn't happen, whatever you want to think of it. So I keep driving, driving over there. So I get to the Marathon gas station. I pull in this place, whatever, where I, got everything. I walked in there, got my spice. And at this time, when I was walking in the gas station, my colors got very vivid. Like this was the final time I was walking in here. And, that was about it. And then I walked over to the attendant. I asked him, hey, man, what's the phone number to Vision Nightclub? I need to tell him I'm coming over there to rap. And he was like, he's an Arab dude, and he was all crazy and shit, but whatever. So, alright, so I talked to the Arab dude, he doesn't, so I come back out, this young kid's like, hey man, you can buy me some beer? Like, why not? What the fuck? Buy some beer. So I go in there, get him an 18-pack of long necks. I don't know if he wanted cans or whatever. I got the expensive shit for him, impress whatever he has to impress. So, I get that for him. I come back out, hand it to him. He's like looking all around like, oh my god, is there cops around? I'm like, motherfucker, there ain't no cops around. Shit, son. I'm like, this is my time, okay? And I forgot to tell you that, during that time I was rolling a blunt up right in the parking lot, and I knew there was no motherfuckers gonna come by. It's a little racy video, but oh well. So I give him his 18-pack of long necks, and he gives me like a bunch of money. I don't give a fuck. He gives me like 20 extra bucks. I throw it on the dashboard, got my blunt rolled up, get in my van, carpet cleaning van, well, not carpet cleaning van, but I had my portable units in there. So I drive over, I drive to the light at Sanibel Road and 41. So I'm waiting there. Don't have my blunt sparked yet. I'm about to turn right at Sanibel Road and US 41 in South Fort Myers, Florida. And as soon as the light turns green, I turn, I spark my blunt, and I put my hand on the radio and I spin it as fast as I can. To get as loud as I can, because I'm bumping right now, Okay, so as soon as my hand comes off the radio, I lose control of my body. Nice belly, right? So I'm steering the wheel of the Chevy Express with the bottom half of my body, and I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? I'm like, I really screwed my head up. What the fuck? So I'm like, so I'm steering this. So I'm thinking about, okay, the whole Earth is a video game, and I came here to experience life experiences, and all the people on Earth are robots. Which we kind of are, we're energy that's in our body, and we're just pulling it. So we're kind of robots, but not really. I don't even want to say that shit. So, and then I thought, my father was a robot, and he was just here to expand my knowledge here on Earth and care for me. It's a little fucked up. I thought Agenda 21 was a figment of my or Agenda 21 was just to further propel my knowledge. I hope you know about Agenda 21, but that really screwed with my head since I was an entrepreneur in spirit. And, entrepreneurialism is not even closely endorsed in Agenda 21. I don't know what Agenda 21 is all about. I know it's about something. So going forth, I come about 2 inches from hitting a van or hitting an SUV in the turning lane. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm still playing this game with my body. And I'm like, oh shit, when is this shit gonna end? And I hit a barrel. There was construction going on there in US 41 at the time. They had pretty much finished up the construction, but they still had barrels going on. So I hit a barrel, and I'm like, what the fuck? When is this gonna stop? And then a soft, angelic, metallic voice came into my head. And the soft, angelic, metallic voice said, win, win. I can't even say it very good anymore. Win, 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 win. And I thought about it for a second, and then I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm winning. So I did a little twirly cue with my foot, and I slammed on the brake. Then it was like, 1, 1, 1, 1. Alright. I blacked out of it. I came back to it. I was sitting in my van. I had the blunt in my mouth, even though it wasn't lit. And I was told an Earth song, from what I've learned. And the first thing that I was told was, and at this time I thought I was in heaven. Okay, it was heaven and hell on earth, heaven and hell on heaven and hell on earth, and then it went into the Earth song. The only thing I remember from the Earth song was heaven and hell on earth, which is pretty true. There's heaven and there's hell, whatever you want to make it, because this is your own reality. Obviously, bullshit. Okay, not bullshit, but it's kind of true. Not that most people would realize that. But anyways, heaven and hell on earth, and then the rest of the shit I didn't remember. But my head kept spinning. Which was pretty, I thought I thought since I had won the game that I was in heaven. Okay, because once heaven and hell on earth was said, I got a little scared. Okay, but then all the fear subdued in me, and I thought I was in heaven. Because I always thought, could you get high in heaven? Little did I know I was already in heaven getting high. So I was getting high. Once this Earth song was told to me, I was getting high as hell. Rolling, trolling, tripping, never even knowing what the hell is going on. I was flowing. You know, I was getting really fucking high.